It's 9 a.m. in Idaho Falls, Idaho, where police respond to a welfare check for a woman who concerned parties said was unreachable after failing to show up for work.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Can we come in and talk for a minute? I'm Officer Jenkins. Okay. We're here to talk to Kaylyn. Where's she at?
Yeah, I don't...
Hold on. Where is she at? Where's Kaylyn at?
I think there's been something... I think I heard her.
You think you heard her?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I thought my hand was...
Where do you get scratches from?
I don't know, like the... something. Not sure.
Is this your phone, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and just leave it right there for me.
Okay.
So, when was last time?
It's 9:00 a.m. in Idaho Falls, Idaho, where police respond to a welfare check for a woman who concerned parties said was failing to show up for work. The official dispatch log is dry: a name, an address, a request for a status check. But the moment the officer steps onto the porch, the official record and the physical world begin to diverge. The man he leans against the doorframe like a guy waiting for a package, not a boyfriend whose partner is missing. The officer asks a simple question, where is she at? And the response isn't an answer. It's a shrug. I don't know. In the garbage can, that single line, delivered with the flatness of a man reading a receipt, collapses the distance between a welfare check and a homicide investigation in under 4 seconds. Before we go deeper into what the documents actually show, make sure you're subscribed to EvidenceAxis, because we don't just cover the story, we follow the evidence. Here is the visual anchor. This isn't just a house with a bad secret. This is a diorama where the evidence was already spilling out of the ground while the killer was still trying to remember his own alibi. The missing woman, 33-year-old Kaylyn Blue, wasn't gone. She was in the backyard, 10 feet away. Shallow, face in 1 foot of the soil, according to the case report. The patrol officer didn't need a warrant to feel the pull of that dirt. He only needed to notice the shoes. My shoes had dirt on them, the boyfriend says. Not mud dirt. Fresh fill, the kind that gets under your nails and then under your skin. That single detail becomes the forensic arrow pointing from the bedroom to the grave.
3-year-old Philip Schwab, identified as a resident of the home owned by his mother and boyfriend to the missing woman, 33-year-old Kaylyn Blue.
Okay. So where should she be?
I don't know.
In the garbage can.
I looked everywhere in the...
Look on the top. Is anybody else here?
Just my mom.
Your mom's here?
Yeah.
Okay. Kaylyn lives in the backyard?
I'm just looking in the backyard.
Where would Kaylyn be if she's in the house?
Downstairs.
Downstairs?
Yeah, it's our room.
Okay, we'll follow you down there.
Any weapons in the home we should be aware of, bud?
We have the knives in the kitchen. I think that's about
Any
it.
firearms or anything?
No.
Okay.
I think she's outside though.
You think Kaylyn's outside?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
My shoes had dirt on them, but then I don't remember.
Your shoes did?
Yes.
So this is her room?
Yeah, our room.
Okay, you guys share?
Mm-hmm. All her stuff's here.
And you saw her 2 days ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay, whose phone is this right here?
That's hers.
This is her phone? Can I look at it?
Yeah.
So for sure this one's hers?
Yes, sir.
Does she normally not take your phone?
No, she always usually takes it.
Okay. Can I look in the closet?
Yeah.
So let's pull the timeline apart. The house is owned by the suspect's mother. The suspect is 33-year-old woman was his live-in girlfriend. The first sign that something was wrong wasn't a scream, it was a text. Philip's mother called police after he allegedly told her Kaylyn was, quote, gone. Her belongings were still in the bedroom, her phone was still on the nightstand, her job was calling, and the boyfriend was pacing with dirty shoes and a head full of static.
So last time you saw her was 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I remember I thought she was at work.
Can I look in this room?
Had a blackout. Yeah. All my snacks and stuff.
Can I open this up?
Hmm?
Clothing?
Yeah.
So you haven't seen her for 2 days?
Yeah, and everybody started calling, and I woke up and I was kind of shocked. She always calls.
So who have you been
But-
calling?
I haven't been on anything.
I thought you said you started calling.
I tried calling them back and figuring out what happened.
Who's them?
My mom and her friends at work.
Okay. And so they would know what happened, or what do you mean what happened?
I don't know. I'm on medication for my back.
Okay.
So.
I
And
get that.
she had pain and anxiety, and we would have these spells at night, like fighting, and like we would both wake up and be attacking. So
Be attacking each other?
yeah,
Okay. Did that happen recently?
I think so. I think
When did that happen?
I think probably was
He tells the officer he thinks he heard her. Then he says he doesn't remember. Then he says maybe he blacked out. Then he says he woke up and his shoes were muddy. Not, I went outside. Not, I was gardening. He frames it like evidence he himself didn't understand. I woke up and my shoes were all muddy. It's the kind of sentence that sounds like a confession from the body while the mind extuiting. And here's the irony explosion. The official purpose of this visit was a welfare check. The literal function of the state was to confirm that a woman was safe. Instead, the officer becomes an archaeologist of a fresh crime scene, the stain on the carpet, the nervous shifting, the detour into nonsense about medications and shared sleep, fighting. The officer points to a suspicious dark patch on the floor. What's that? The suspect says, some soda or probably the night happened. The night happened. That's not a sentence a person uses to describe a normal evening. That's the language of a man telling you the night had a body count.
Down really quick, make sure you don't have any weapons. Go ahead and turn and face that door. Hold on. Alright, turn around. Okay, just put your hands in the small of your back for me really quick. There you go. Okay. What's that? Stain on the carpet? Some soda or?
probably from the night happened.
The night what happened?
I think I did it.
You did that?
The officer points to a suspicious stain on the carpet, one of many investigators would later discover throughout the house.
Yeah, I think I heard her.
You think you heard her?
Yeah, I don't remember, but
Okay, where's Kaylyn at?
I think outside.
You think outside?
I woke up and my shoes were all mud.
Your shoes were all muddy?
Yeah.
And you went outside, or she was wearing your shoes, or?
Yeah, there's stains all over this carpet coming up.
Now the rhythm shifts. The officer stops asking for the missing woman. He starts asking for the body. Is she in the ground? You buried her cushion. No euphemism. Just the question that ends the search. And the suspect doesn't flinch. He says, I think I did it. This is the moment where the welfare check becomes a body recovery. The officer tells him to turn around. The handcuffs click, and the real excavation begins.
Is she in there? She's in the ground? You buried her?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Where is your mom?
She's at the hospital.
Seven two. We got one detained. 9-5. If you're clear, you're gonna want to head this way.
In a corner of the backyard, police find Kaylyn dead and buried in a shallow grave with her face and 1 foot visible, according to a case report. But that's not all. Investigators also find muddy
Here is the ticking clock, not for the suspect, for the evidence. The shallow grave is already exposed. The muddy footprints are fresh, the shovels are still wet. And the question that reframes this entire case as a thriller is this: how much longer would she have remained a missing person if a single officer had not looked at the ground instead of just the phone records? In the corner of the backyard they find Kaylyn blue. Face and 1 foot visible. The report says the shovels had what appeared to be hair attached. That is not burial. That is panic. And now the moral refrain. This isn't justice, this is geography. Because she was never missing, she was never far, she was never unreachable in the way the dispatch log suggested. She was 10 feet from the back door the entire time. That phrase read 3 times, 10 feet from the back door. The first time it's a measurement. The second time it's an indictment. The third time it's a memorial. After the discovery, the interrogation continues. Philip waives his Miranda rights. He says he understands. Then he starts volunteering. Probably stabbed her. Not definitely. Not unfortunately. Probably. He can't name the knife. He can't name the hour. He can't name the number of times.
So you guys started dating 4 years ago, but we're together 5 years. Am I?
But we've been together about 5 years. We started dating right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then you've been living together the same amount of time?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah, we probably moved in together like 2 years after we started.
Okay. Let me get your information, man. Make sure I've got your information down right. I'm not sure if the other officer.
My mom has all the medical stuff. I can't remember.
Fair enough.
anything I did.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Philip. 1L.
The officer finishes gathering Philip's information before questioning continues.
So you guys started dating 4 years ago, but we're together 5 years. Am I?
But we've been together about 5 years. We started dating right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then you've been living together the same amount of time?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah, we probably moved in together like 2 years after we started.
Okay. So when did this happen? You said a couple nights ago? You know what day it is today?
I think so. No, I don't.
Today's Monday the 24th. When did this happen?
Either yesterday or the day before, I guess.
Which day?
Yesterday I was out. I was sleeping most of the day.
So when did it happen? The day before?
I think so. Yeah.
So it would have been, what, Saturday?
Saturday night.
What time roughly?
I don't remember. I'm not sure.
You don't know exactly what time?
No.
Was it early in the morning?
No,
Saturday?
it was later.
So Saturday night into Sunday morning?
I think.
What time roughly? I'm in the backyard. What's the subject?
About maybe 2. If I guess right.
About 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
So it was actually Sunday morning then.
No,
What's that?
that sounds fine.
Yeah. About 2 a.m. you said?
Yes,
Roughly?
I guess about anywhere between midnight or 2, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I just remember 2.
Okay.
He estimates 5. The autopsy later documents at least 11. 5 in the head, 3 on each side of the neck, 1 in the chest, the gap being 5, and least 11 is not memory loss.
I'm gonna read you your rights, okay, bud?
Yes.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you can't afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. You can decide at any point to exercise these rights and not answer any questions. Do you understand your rights, sir?
Yes.
All right. So, how do you think you hurt? What's your girlfriend's name?
Kaylyn.
Kayla?
Kaylyn.
Kaylyn. How do you think you hurt her?
And then I probably stabbed her, I think.
You stabbed her, you think? Where's the knife?
I don't know which one I used. There's one downstairs. There's besides the kitchen one.
The kitchen ones?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know which kitchen knife you used?
I don't remember exactly.
Philip later told police he used a buck hunting knife to stab his girlfriend and, in an even more disturbing twist, followed up his alleged crime by using a kitchen knife to stab the family's 2 dogs. Investigators recovered both alleged murder weapons and said the animals' bodies were found in trash cans in the home's garage.
I don't remember exactly.
Temple.
That's minimization. That's the killer editing the body count down to something his conscience can carry.
5.
5 times.
Philip admits to stabbing the victim an estimated 5 times. But according to autopsy results, Kaylyn suffered many more stab wounds, including 5 in the head, at least 3 on each side of her neck, and 1 in the chest area.
Were they all in the front, or was it in the back?
I'm not sure. I think upper parts, I think.
Upper torso? Was it in the front, the back?
In the front and like the neck and head, I think.
Neck and head?
Yeah.
Okay. So, where were you guys at when it happened?
Sorry, what?
Where were you at when it happened? Downstairs, upstairs?
Downstairs, yeah.
Downstairs?
It started in the bedroom and we were freaking out. And,
So it started in the bedroom?
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened. I panicked and freaked out. And,
Did she have any weapons on her?
no,
No?
but she called sometimes.
So why did you have a knife in the bedroom?
I had to grab it. It's in the basement.
In the basement somewhere? Okay, and you'll
Okay.
show us where that's at?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've read Mr. Phillip his Miranda rights.
You already told him his Miranda rights?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says it was self-defense. She was thrashing in her sleep. She had anxiety. They had spells. They would fight at night. He was on medication. He quit drinking. He quit vaping. He quit smoking. He quit everything except the knife. The knife he kept in the basement. The knife he grabbed when he panicked. The knife he then used again according to family's 2 dogs.
This has happened Sunday around 2 a.m. He takes medication.
Yeah, dude, I quit a lot too, and I was
it's-
drinking too, and I quit drinking.
It's not
Drinking.
uncommon for them to wake up startled and kind of
Yeah,
go
we
after
would
each other.
Wake up and
And who is she that's... What's her name?
Kaylyn M. Blue.
Kaylyn.
And that's, you've been living together for 4 years, said 5 years about?
about.
As long as you've been dating.
Okay.
And he said he stabbed her probably about 5 times.
Yeah, and
and,
I quit a lot of
next.
medication.
You quit them before Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, and I quit a bunch of them.
Okay.
So neck, head, sister will show us where the knife's at.
Okay.
And right now I'm only on.
Okay. Do you want to show us where that knife is, Philip?
I haven't.
Okay, you ready?
She's there.
1, 2, 3. Up you go. Okay, let's help you inside.
Yeah, that's why I quit all those meds and drinking and had those blackouts. And
Okay. Did he ask you where this happened?
yeah, I think it probably started downstairs, and I
Okay.
was trying to calm her down. And
Okay.
I had one. I think it's downstairs.
The knife
yeah.
is downstairs, or
I
the...
think.
Okay, so the knife is downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just wait until detectives get here. We'll take you out front then. So everything happened downstairs in a basement bedroom, is that right?
Yes.
Do you guys sleep in that bedroom together?
Yes, we did.
Okay. All right.
Down there, right? This is your one up here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna go just out this front door, and we'll put you in a police car. Do you need anything before we go, Philip?
I'd just like something for pain if it's possible.
I'll look for that. Where do I find that?
Mom keeps them in her room.
Okay, is this your mom? Kaylyn is your mom?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so your mom lives here too?
Yes. Yeah, it's her house.
Oh, okay, where's your mom? Oh, okay, okay. And is Kaylyn your girlfriend?
Their bodies were found in trash cans in the garage. This is not a man confused about his actions. This is a man sequencing them.
Day before. Yesterday, probably. Because yesterday I was
We're still trying to sort
blacked
this
out
out.
and didn't remember.
He's claiming girlfriend's buried in the back. And he stabbed her, so possibly murder.
Yeah, I don't remember. I woke up and she was gone.
Firm, we're still trying to get this figured out if you'll stand by. He's detained for the time being. Have you confirmed she's in there? Have you confirmed that she's in there?
Hey. It's her.
It's her for sure? When did you bury her? Was it that same day or day after?
I was. I panicked and didn't know what else to do.
So why did you stab her, bud?
I think it was self-defense, but
Self-defense?
not sure.
What?
We both had medication, and she had anxiety,
Uh-huh.
and she would wake up kicking in the middle of the night and hitting me, and
Okay. So she woke up in the middle of the night and she was hitting you, then what happened?
I think I just stabbed her.
How did you get the knife if there's only knives in the kitchen?
I had did have one downstairs that I found. I could show you.
Okay, we'll look at it here in a second. So was that the knife then, the one downstairs?
Probably.
Okay. So where did this happen?
Probably started downstairs or in the second floor, and
Started up here in the kitchen?
or it probably started downstairs and then
Okay.
I gun upstairs.
Okay. So you say you take medications for what?
A lot of stuff. I go in and out of these episodes too.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly. Yeah.
What are they?
The
Do you do anything? Do you mix it with anything else?
no.
No alcohol or anything like that?
No, I quit drinking. I was drinking. I quit that and smoking. That's why I quit the drinking though, because of the spell. And I was in a mental institute before too.
Mm-hmm. How long were you dating? Is it Kaylyn?
Kaylyn, 4 years almost.
4 years. How long were you guys living together?
About 5 years, I think.
Philip told
And then the documents get louder. Court records show a cascade of pre-crime signaling. Text messages to his mother. One says going to be over soon. Another says, I'm ready to have fun with you. Then the social media, hundreds of posts. Stabbing, killing, death. The final post before the killing allegedly read, if stabbing people is wrong, I don't want to be right. And then after the body was already in the ground, another post surfaced.
To the left.
in the days leading up to and following Kaylyn's stabbing death, Philip allegedly sent concerning text messages to his mother, with one reading, quote, "It's going to be over soon," and another reading, quote, "I'm ready to have fun with you." He also allegedly posted hundreds of alarming Facebook statuses alluding to stabbing, killing, and death, with one post investigators said was his final one before carrying out the crime that read, quote, "If stabbing people is wrong, I don't want to be right." That post was followed by hundreds more, including one that read, "Good thing I have a get out of jail free card." Philip was charged with first-degree murder.
So, Jessica's gonna go and get, or she's gonna have you just move your car
Okay.
over here. So I'll hang out with him, she'll move, and then we'll have you. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, he had the cage. Okay, I'm gonna go.
That way you don't have to go through this. I guess 5-3's here now. Should we just throw him and put him in his car? Okay. Hold on. You're right. I'm gonna put you in the back of his car.
Good thing I have a get out of jail free card. Here is the second irony explosion. That card did not exist. The mental health history did not shield him. The medication history did not excuse him. The blackout narrative did not hold because the physical record was not ambiguous. The footprints led to the grave and back. The shovels were still there. The stain on the carpet was still there. The dogs were still in the trash. And Kaylyn was still 10 feet from the back door. This isn't a mystery, it's a sequence. And the sequence had an audience. The mother called police. The employer called police. Canes came in. But the body was already buried before the first officer knocked. That is the hard evidence. Not the confession, not the social media, the geography, the position of the grave relative to the bedroom, the window facing the yard, the dirt on the suspect's shoes, the report that says the face was visible. You don't hide a body, you delay its discovery. And here is the moral refrain again. 10 feet from the back door. Not in a forest, not across state. That is not a killer who got away with it. That is a killer who assumed no one would look down. Philip Schwab ultimately pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 25 years to life.
33-year-old later ultimately pleaded guilty to the charge and was sentenced to 25 years to life behind bars.
Not because of the confession alone, not because of the posts, but because the evidence was already out of the ground before he finished his sentence. The court records from Bonneville County, Idaho are public. The case number is in the doc. The probable cause affidavit is available to read. So here is the call to research. Find the probable cause affidavit for the arrest of Philip Schwab. Read the section where the officer describes the position of the body in the shallow grave. Then answer this question in the comments: at what point during the welfare check did the officer have enough to search the backyard? And could any policy have stopped that search from happening? The final unanswered question is not about guilt. It's about the gap between missing and buried, a gap of 10 feet, a gap of 2 days, a gap where a mother called, a killer practiced his blank expression in the living room. The officer asked where she was. The suspect said he didn't know. But the shoes knew, the shovels knew, the stain knew, and the dirt knew. If you followed the evidence to the end, make sure you like this video, share it with someone who thinks welfare checks are routine, and subscribe to EvidenceAxis. Turn on notifications so you never miss the moment a missing person case turns into a body recovery in real time. Because the difference between those two cases is sometimes just one officer who looks down.